I mean, where do you think that initiated from, or where like why do you have that irrational fear? Like something when you were a kid?
I don't know, man. I just
Genetic?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I really couldn't tell you. Like I'm not a therapist. You know what I mean?
That's fine. I mean,
A therapist could probably tell you, or maybe I'm just retarded. You know what I mean? Like maybe I just something wrong with my brain.
I'm wrong.
But
I get it.
you know, I wish I knew, because if I knew, I would be able to actually do something about it. You know what I mean?
Word. I feel.
Like sometimes I feel like I'm stuck. I don't know, dealing with problems that I don't know how to fix. I really should go to therapy. I should start getting therapy again.
We could all use
I think everybody should get therapy. Yeah.
just talking to somebody, figuring yourself out. There's nothing that really could hurt. It's just a matter of getting the right therapist, I think.
I think so too. Yeah.
You know, I got very lucky with my first major therapist, but I've heard having a bad therapist can really screw with you.
I think it's really important to talk to somebody who actually has an expertise in how the human psyche works. You know what I mean? Because just talking to your friends, sometimes they'll give you good advice, but sometimes they'll give you good advice that sounds good and it's really bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because
they don't fucking know what they're talking about.
Right.
But
Right.
a mental health professional always knows what they're talking about.
This is true.
Or at least 99% of the time they do.
And now you're being attacked by 2 obese pigs. I don't know. It's been a long time for me. But, man, I'm starting to crash.
Are you?
Yeah. You don't seem like you're crashing, but it's just more
No,
like
I'm good.
zen. I think I might need to, like...
I'm in the zone, dude. Fuck. Oh. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He knocked me. He hit me in my last
Oh
little bit
my
of
god,
health.
look at his face! Holy shit!
Zoom in on that face.
Oh my god,
Look at that
that
shit.
is
Look at that face.
fucking terrifying.
He knocked me on my last little bit of health, and he knocked me into the heart and saved me.
Wow, I'll have to look
I'll,
over that.
I'll slow it down on the edit. Yeah.
When I see this sometime in fucking October.
It's not gonna be that long from now.
How many episodes do you think we're gonna be releasing a week?
I'm gonna try to do one a week.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think one a week is reasonable.
Well, if you
I think it's
do
a little
one...
unreasonable to think I want to do any more than one a week. You know what I mean?
I
With all the night shift stuff, we can just bleep that out. With all the night shift stuff, I don't think I'm going to be able to do more than one a week.
Alright, so if you do one a week and I do one a week, that's 2 a week.
That's fair. Yeah, we could do that.
I feel like that's a lot better than one a week. So...
Yeah. I mean, as long as we're posting something consistently, it's not like one every day for like a week and then nothing for 2 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to post consistently.
Right.
That's like gonna be...
As long as there's some sort of a schedule, even if it's once a week,
Right.
It's going to be a lot better than the way we used to do it.
Nah, man, it's absolutely vital that you post regularly. That's something that I've always had trouble with, but if you and I get into a groove where we can do it...
Well, a good thing with one a week too is that a thing that we can do is we can edit more than the episodes that we need if we have extra time, and then if we don't have time to edit an episode the next week, we have already our episodes that are already queued up and ready to get posted.
Ready and...
Like all we have to do is just post them.
a few episodes up the sleeve.
Yeah,
I know what
exactly.
you mean.
Like backlog them a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like that it's interesting about Player 2 is sometimes I'm more in a comedy mood and I just want to make jokes, and other times we just kind of talk about shit.
Yeah.
And go into whatever, which I think is fine. But I'm noticing how difficult it is to always have something funny to say.
Of course, yeah.
You know?
But I think that it's kind of the same thing that I like with like when I watch Game Grumps is they're not always saying something funny. Sometimes they're just being interesting.
Yeah, they just have like genuine conversation about whatever the fuck.
And I like that. It's like a podcast, but more interesting than a podcast.
Yeah, well, they get to...
There's it's also easier than a podcast because you don't just talk. I mean, unless you're doing a really well thought out podcast with points to touch on.
Yeah.
It's you don't just have to come up with conversation because there's a visual aid in front of you. So if you can't think of anything to talk about, you can just talk about the game.
Yeah, just reference that.
Oh, I just got a text from the man himself, the legend.
The legend whom?
Joe.
Oh, yeah.
The man, the myth.
What did
the
you
legend.
say to Joe?
I just asked him about. I was like, we gotta write Unchios by the end of the week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I was like, do you have any ideas for Unchios?
Oh, well, you just...
I'll just be like, yo, we basically wrote it, but we just need like the dialogue to be fleshed out.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be perfect. I can't wait for that. But we're talking about Unchios, but we can't really talk about what we're Because they're trying to keep it separate. Dude, that's gonna be impossible.
I mean, people are gonna. If anybody ever knows about either of the channels, they're gonna know like if they see me on videos on Night Shift, they're gonna be like, if they know Player 2, they're gonna be like, oh, that's Lana.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
people aren't stupid.
Right. Oh well.
I don't think it's a big deal.
All right, time for the hardest boss in all of existence. This is really hard. It's Ganon.
Bioelectric cannon.
Didn't even give you a title that time. What the enemy was called? I missed that.
Yeah, they only do that in Ocarina.
I think they do it again in Twilight Princess too,
Do they?
because they really capitalized on everything that made Ocarina successful in that game.
Yeah, except for
Also-
it wasn't as good as Ocarina though.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, man. I think it gives Ocarina a run for its money in a lot of ways. What do you
I
know?
know. Ocarina just has this vibe to it, man. It just has this vibe to it.
Yeah?
It has this. Yeah, it has a very specific feeling to it that Twilight Princess wasn't able to capture. Twilight Princess is like Ocarina trying to ham it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they go a little too hard with it, and it kind of loses the charm that Ocarina has. And that's just my personal opinion, though.
I really like how Twilight Princess does have its own feel at times. I think that it really feels epic, you know? And that phrase was really run to the fucking ground in the late 2000s. But
I mean,
like,
I love Twilight Princess. I think it's a great game.
yeah.
I just think I feel like they've never been able to fully capture with another Zelda game like the vibe that they got with Ocarina of Time.
Yeah?
I think Ocarina of Time has a lot of flaws, and I don't think it's the greatest game of all time or anything like that. But I definitely think that it has a very specific feeling to it, like the story elements of the game, like the story beats, and like just the design and the fucking the art and everything about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So there's something about it that makes you feel a very specific way when you play it that no other game has ever made me feel before.
Yeah? I
You
feel
know?
like every Zelda game has its own charm. You know, Ocarina has something very different from Wind
Right.
Waker, which is different from Twilight Princess, which is different from Majora's Mask. And they're like intangible feelings, but that's what adds to the mystery that makes them attractive. You know? And if I think of my personal favorite Zelda games, I mean, it's probably, I don't know, Twilight Princess has definitely grown on me over the years because I have a lot of fond memories of my dad playing it when I was in middle school. Because I don't know if I ever told you this, but oh, you got the fucking heart.
I know. I already got the first one, so it's whatever.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
You're just gonna do that.
I mean, it's gonna bother me if I have one extra one. Like, it's either all or nothing, baby. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess it's
We're all in now.
all right, fine. But what was I saying before? Oh yeah, so
Twilight
when I was
Princess.
when I was younger, like 11 years old, I would come home. Maybe even 10. My dad would always play video games with me before going to bed. So he would play like an old 80s game and play it in front of me and show me what, you know, how it was done. And my dad's actually really good at games. So like I got him this play like Double Dragon, Contra, Mega Man, a couple of like I think Kid Icarus, Metroid, all those old games. And it was really fun for me because you know, I got to make memories with my dad, and like, I don't know, it just reminds me of a good time. But Twilight Princess was one of those games that took us like 3 months to get done because he was always busy with Rockstar and whatever. But I always just think of me and my dad talking about the Golden Bug Hunt. Because I remember how like we would have to like open up the game guide.
Did he do everything in the game?
Yeah, he did everything in the game. My dad's a completionist.
That's what you gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do.
My dad's a completionist with Zelda. Like the thing, my dad's a more hardcore gamer than I am because he grew up in the golden age of video games.
That's how I play games.
Yeah.
And when I play games, I'm like, I gotta do everything there is to do. The only person I know who games harder than me is
Yeah.
dude. So when we play game like Dead by Daylight is a competitive game. It's not really a game where there's not a whole lot to do in it. You just play the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
That game has like over 200 achievements on Steam or something like that you can get for all these random ass things that you can do.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna get every single achievement in the entire game, and I'm gonna get like every single character in the game leveled up all the way.
Yeah.
And prestiged 3 times, and it's just like,
Good luck, buddy.
how do you have the patience? Like, I can go and get every single thing in the game in a
Yeah.
game like this, but in a game like that where it just becomes mindless grinding, I can't do it.
No, I agree. And
I don't know how he does. He's like a robot in some ways. I don't know how he does stuff like that. He's just
maybe that's why he doesn't react to spicy food, because he's a robot.
maybe he is. Maybe he's an android.
I don't know. I mean, he's certainly an anomaly in many ways. But dude's a good guy. Hi, he's probably watching this.
He actually probably is.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
He watches most of my stuff.
I mean, he was a fan of Player 2. I think he was one of Player 2's first fans, which is nice. It's good to have this. It's good to have the channel back. Are we still gonna use the same logo?
No.
You want to redo the logo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it look sleeker.
Make it look, because I was kind of thinking it looks kind of like Sega, the one that we used up until now.
Yeah, we can make it look better though.
All right, I can come up with a couple of ideas.
Look at that dancing ass mailbox. Look at that motherfucking mailbox dancing out there.
Yeah.
Fuck. Is this already marked on my map? No, it's not. Let's end after this one
Yeah. Okay.
because I wanna drink soda.
That's fine. I wanna go to bed kind of soon.
You're gonna go to Scrad?
Yeah. I'm go back to my place and get some sleep.
Screepy, squeepy.
Sleepy beep beep, but it's been a good time. Oh man.
Are we fucking? Okay, what time are we doing? Mural tomorrow. You want to start earlier since you have to leave early? I want to get it done. I just want it to be done.
Yeah.
We're so close.
I can try.
They were talking about that at the meeting today.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I know, like, obviously, you know, we didn't get done with the mural in time by our, like, deadline or whatever, but, like,
Right.
I literally was just like, just so y'all know, like, painting a giant wall. Like, I know none of you guys are painters. Like, none of you guys are artists.
But they were
in
they were
that
shitting
way.
on us.
So you don't, well, they weren't really shitting on it. They just mentioned it in passing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, just so y'all know, like, painting a giant fucking wall takes a long time. Like, we had to put several coats of every color on.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be quick, you know?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, oh, that's fine. We get it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I just wanted to, they mentioned it, and I just wanted to mention something, like, kind of stand up for you and be
Yeah.
like, you know, we're not getting it done because we're lazy. You know what I mean?
So they said that they said.
No, they didn't say that. I don't even think it was implied.
Okay, so
I don't even think it was implied. I just wanted to get in there and be like, just so you guys know, like,
We are working.
we are working really hard on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we can. Yeah, I could try to get there on, like, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything before 1, knowing myself. But
You gotta start getting up earlier, man.
I'm gonna try.
You gotta start getting up earlier.
All right.
It's important.
I will do my
It's
best.
good. It's good for you.
I know it's good for me. I'll
It's
try.
good for you. When you get into a habit of getting up early and doing that over and over again consistently,
Mhm.
you stop feeling like shit when you get up early. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I wake up at 9 every day. I just can't fucking.
I mean, I'll probably get there before you.
Yeah?
If your dad's gonna be there, I'm just gonna show up.
Oh, what
Like,
time?
Hey, I'm gonna work on this. When is he gonna be there?
My dad's usually there like around 9.
Whenever I get up, then I get up around like 10, so I'll probably go around like 11 or 12 and just show up and start working on it.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I was gonna say, like, probably the earliest for me is 12ish. Just because it's like I also have to commit to. We're still recording. We should probably stop recording.
That's true. We're just like talking about plans for tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just shut it off.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.